Hi everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and today I have a card for you, and I have a whole bunch of supplies sitting around, and I'm kind of just playing with some things that I had gotten, some new Sale-A-Bration product. So I had some of these things sitting on my desk, and I really wanted to try them out. So I had also got from Fawn the stitched Hillside dies, and I wanted to play with that. So let me show you what I came up with. We'll just dive in and I'll show you. So first I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and it's just cut at 5.5 by 4 1/4. So that's going to be my card base. And then I have a couple other layers. This is, let me get some light on. This is a piece of Sahara sand, and it's just a 1/4 inch smaller. So it is 5.5 by 4. And then I have a Blushing Bride piece that I took another 1/4 inch off to do another layer, okay? So those are gonna go together in a minute, but then I grabbed this paper, which this is Sale-A-Bration's paper. You can get this for free when you place a $50 order. And what I did is I took this piece, this designer sheet, and I cut some of these flowers out. Now, I'm not really big on fussy cutting things out. I don't really like to do it, but in this case, it was worth it. So I cut 2 blue ones out, a pink one and a yellow one. We're gonna set those aside. And then I just have a bunch of these Hillside pieces, and they're in Whisper White. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna speed this part up, but what I'm gonna do is just lay some of these pieces out and try to get about 3 hillsides, and I'm gonna have to do some trimming and placing. And so I'm gonna leave the camera rolling for that, but I'm gonna speed it up just because it's gonna be a little bit, you know, it's a little time consuming just getting exactly where you want these to go. So let's do that. So. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can kind of see. I have my placement. I'm going to put this piece up on pop dots. But first I want to do my stamping just in case it doesn't come out perfectly. I'm using this for All You Do, and then I'm using a thanks from a different set. So I'm using this thanks. So I'm going to first stamp the For All You Do. I'm just using Memento Black ink, and we're just going to line it up here up in the corner. I'm not sure how straight it's going to come out because I don't want to get my whole head in the camera, so we're just going for the best it can be. Not bad. Okay, so now that I'm happy with that stamping, then I can go ahead and put pop dots on this piece. These hillsides are a little bit hard to layer down. The last card I did 3 layers of hillside, and it does take a little bit of getting used to, and just the placement of them and the way they cut and the way they're gonna lay down. It just, you know, takes a little bit of time. So if you get the stitched hillside dies, make sure that you play around with them for a little bit, and then get a real feel for how they're cutting and how they lay, and you get used to that. Okay, so the only other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut this little corner off because I don't want it to be seen. So I just snipped that off. So now there's just 2 little hillsides, and this isn't my favorite placement of these, but like I said, it just takes a little bit of time to get used to. So the next thing we're going to do is place our flowers down that I've cut out. And what I want is to just place them . So So just a couple more things. I'm going to take some of this thick baker's twine. That is another new Sale-A-Bration item. I'm cutting a pretty good amount of it. I don't know if I like thick baker's twine or not. I have not decided. So then I'm going to come down here. So now we have our other two pieces and our card base ready to go. So let's just go ahead, and this can be flat. And then this part is going to go on pop dots. Dimensionals, just whatever you have that's gonna pop it up. I did quite a few on there because it's got a lot going on. And then we're going to just center it down. And then there we go. So there is this card. I'll show you the very first one I did. It did not have the first layer of the Sahara sand. And then I layered 3 hillsides, which I like better. I do like the 3 hillsides better than this one, but I do like the extra layer of color there. Like, I think it really grounds it. So I will have a photo of both of these on my website. You can click up right up here to go to the coordinating blog post. And then remember, you can get these items for free when you place a $50 order. Sale-A-Bration does end this month, so there's only a few short weeks to pick up any of these products that you're wanting. And then all that information is on my website as well. So thank you guys so much for coming by and checking out my card. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back later this week with other things for you guys. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you later.